Good morning, YouTube. So it is September the 7th to 2013, and it's like 11:30 in the morning, and I wanted to show you all how I make my green tea. And I use my green tea for my Nutribullet. It helps to give my juices a little bit more flavor. And so I just wanted to show you guys how I achieved that. It took me a lot of time to perfect this method, because a lot of the times I would get green tea that tasted like the pot, and so that's not a good taste, and that's not what we want. So now that the water is coming to a boil, which I used about 2.5 bottles of Pure Life, spring purified water, and now this coming to a boil, I go ahead and shut it off. That way it's not too much heat. And then I take my tea bags that I have right here, just kind of put them in the water so that they can steep. Like that. And make sure that the little stems are hanging off the side, because this water is really, really hot. And if you have to put your finger in or try to get it out of the water, it could be a disaster and you could hurt yourself. And I am not responsible for that, honey. So make sure you be responsible and know to keep it, keep it off to the side. So now that all my tea bags are in there, I just kind of want them to settle in the water and to, diffuse or whatnot. And then I also want to show you the honey that I like to use. I like to use a little bit of just regular pure honey. It has to be 100% pure. Please don't go buy honey flavored syrup, because that is a bunch of crap. Make sure it's 100% pure honey. And then I also like to use some of the honey that I pick up from the farmer's market. And this is this was a wildflower honey, and it tastes really, really good. I got to taste it before I purchased it, and it's local, so I like to use that local organic stuff. Y'all know how I like to do. So now let's take a look at our water. It's starting to change into a beautiful purplish pink color. So now what you want to do is you want to take the sides, the strings right here, and you just want to kind of dip them to get all of the good stuff out. Just dip and dip and dip. And do that. And then while the water is still extremely hot, this is where you want to take and put the honey in there so it can be sweetened, because we're not using any sugar. We're just going to use honey. So what I like to do is take the whole top off, because that makes it easier, and kind of just gauge, because I don't necessarily measure. And you'll know how sweet it is when you taste it, and if you need to add some more. So yeah, let's put a little bit of this in. Okay, so now you want to finish steeping, but we don't want to let too much of the heat escape from the mixture, because then we can't mix the honey efficiently, and it's not going to be as sweet as you would like. And so now grab a spoon and begin to mix that honey. And you'll know when your honey is mixed properly, because it feels thick at the bottom, and when you lose that thickness, then you know that you've mixed the honey. Just put your tea bags over to the side. I like try to get everything out of my tea bag, so I'm not done with those, but I just want to make sure that I'm mixing the honey in there properly. Okay, and this is the part where you take just a little bit to taste and make sure that it tastes to your liking, and if it needs to be a little bit sweeter, because honey is different from sugar in the sense that it is sweeter, but it takes a little bit more sometimes to achieve a pleasant taste, so you want to make sure. I could use just a little bit more honey. The wildflower with it, with the pomegranate, this is pomegranate green tea by Bigelow. It tastes really good. And just mix it till it's not thick filling anymore. And now it's perfect. It's the perfect mixture, and what I like about this is that you let it sit and you let it cool for like 10 to 15 minutes, and then that's when you take it and you transfer it to a pitcher that you can put in the refrigerator, and you can add it to your Nutribullet whenever you're making a recipe. If you have one, you add your fruit, you add your seeds, whether that be sunflower seeds, flaxseed, or whatever you're going to add into there. And then you can, what I do is add half of the liquid that I put in the bullet is water, and the other half is this green tea, and it makes it taste wonderful. So I'm glad I could help, and I hope you guys love it. Until next time, bye bye.